Greetings of the day, my friends. This is Rohani Bakshi, your host for the learning session of Magento 2 on the behalf of Matridtech Technologies. We are going to discuss today that how can we create the tax rules for our Magento 2 store. Tax rules are the connection of the tax classes for the products and customers and as well as for the tax rates. We can define as many rules we want to for a Magento 2 store, and if we have installed Magento 2 store with some simple data, we might have some instances of the tax rules given. So let's start framing the tax rule for our Magento 2 store. For this, we're going to a Magento 2 admin panel, and from here we need to dive in further to the section of the stores to fetch the option of tax rules which is falling under the title of taxes. Click on this. This will open the current screen of tax rules, which is having the list of existing tax rules for a store. In order to add a new rule, we need to select the right above button of Add New Tax Rule. Clicking on this, we can see the present screen of new tax rules, which is showing us various options under two titles, tax rule information and additional settings. So let's get started with our action now, which is starting off from the tax rule information, and the first option here is given as name. This option is to name the tax rule, which is recommended to be named as an easy remembrance of what the rule contains. Okay, so for instance, I'm going to take it like San Francisco R1. This is my instance. Next is the tax rate. You can see this contains the collection of the tax rates which are existing on our Magento 2 store, from which we can either select one or we can select more than one tax rate like this. Okay, even we can edit our selected tax rates or can define a new tax rate as well with add a new tax rate. Okay, you can define one more if you want to, or you can edit the existing one from this. Okay, I'm gonna select only one for my one, and for my San Francisco I want to go for San Francisco rate. Next we are going to have additional settings. Okay, for completing the structure of tax rules, we are having the first option under this is import the tax rates, right? Export the tax rates. So let me expand this for you further. See, first we are going to have is the customer tax class. We have the option of all the customer classes here, which can be selected as one or more with the control option. Okay, but the tax rule will be applied to the customers who are falling under the customer group of the selected customer class. New tax classes can be made with this add new tax class button. Okay, we can make more tax classes like wholesale, or we can go for general. We go. Okay, so I'm gonna just select for my instance, I'm gonna skip this retailer. I'm going to have wholesale and general. See, so it's easy to make new tax class and even selecting them for your tax rule. Next we're going to have is product tax class. So you can see this is the tax class which is associated with the product which we need to select for our new tax rule. So we can define as many tax classes we like as per our product's requirements. We shall delve into detail for that in our next video. For this very moment we have this as taxable goods for our instance. Okay. Next we are going to have priority. This will prioritize your tax rules when other existing tax rules anyhow shares the same conditions. So the one with the lower will be applied first and then the second one. We are going to select as 0. So this will keep a tax rule on the top of the list, and rules having the same priority will be added, whereas that with a different priority, higher priority is preferred. Okay. Next, we are going to have sort order. This will determine the sequence in which we need to apply the tax rules. We are going to select this as 0 only. Okay. Rest are the lasting options of import and export the files for tax rates just discussed. We can easily import or export our files from anywhere we want to. From a computer, we want to export it from somewhere, we can do that. Now we have to save our work done so far with the save rule button. After this, we can see our newly made text rule on the main screen of existing tax rules. This is San Francisco Urban we just made for wholesale, general and taxable goods with this tax rate, which was already made in our earlier video. Okay, so next is what? Next is you to go and explore for your Magento 2 store. We are 24/7 available to assist you with your Magento 2 exciting features. Well, just go and explore your store with the tax rates and tax rules and many interesting features with our easy Magento support we are going to give with our learning tutorials. You can reach us easily on Magento at the rate of Matridtech.net. Don't forget to leave your suggestions. Have a great time. Take care.